Hi people, it's Ellie here, and I have my tea, so you know what that means? It's another episode of Tea Time. So for today's tea time, I'm going to be reviewing Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children and Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. Right off the bat, even though this is a review of both books, this will contain no spoilers, so you can keep watching if you haven't read them. I first read the first book in the Miss Peregrine series a couple months ago now, but I've been waiting to make this video until I read Hollow City. Overall thoughts on the series, it's extremely good. You have to read it. When I first read Miss Peregrine's, I really loved the story, but I wasn't fully taken in by it. It's a supernatural based book. Some would consider it horror, but it honestly isn't that bad. The first book in the series, I feel, was setting the groundwork for the rest of the series. It follows a boy named Jacob who stumbles upon this whole peculiar world after his grandfather dies, and he is taken on a whole roller coaster. The first book is set in Wales, and the second book is set more in mainland England around the London area. When I first rated this book a few months ago, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because I liked the story and I thought it had potential, but it wasn't the best thing in the world. After reading this, I figured if I didn't finish the series, it wouldn't bug me, but yet I still went out and bought the second book as soon as I finished this. So the second book, however, was so incredible. I think it took me about 2 weeks to read the second book, but that was only because I had a huge week ahead of me and with finishing up classes and stuff. I gave Hollow City 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because it was so much better than the first book. I finally felt like I got to know all the kids and the different characters in this story, and they all have specific powers, which are really cool. I also liked the adventure they went on in the second book, where in the first book it just seemed very plain and just setting up all the details for further books. One of the best things I found about these books is that they actually have, let me find a page, they actually have pictures in them that correspond with what you're reading. These pictures are so incredible and they really make the book stand out. Ransom Riggs has talked about it a few times, but he collects pictures that you can get at like yard sales, and they have no background to them. Like, you don't know this kid, you don't know what's going on. And it's incredible. These pictures all coincide so beautifully with the text. It makes reading these books almost feel like a movie because you do get the chance to create the own image in your mind, but you also have pictures to go off of, and it's incredible. It makes a story seem real life and not just words on a page. I wish I had the second book with me to show you some of the pictures in that book too, but I left it at my other house. But honestly, the pictures do wonders for this books. Overall, I would highly recommend picking up this series, and I cannot wait until the third book comes out later this year. It may be slow to get into, but trust me, stick with it, and especially through the second book, you will not regret it. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like if you like, and subscribe, and that's it. So I'm gonna go. Bye!
Thanks for watching. Imagine Workshop is awesome. Would you like to subscribe? You've got mail. See you next time.